TeamMUJ in the house
Yeah.
for a Weekly Wicked web show.
For Juggalo Day.
Yeah.
So happy Juggalo Day.
Special Juggalo Day edition of the Weekly Wicked web show.
Hell yeah.
And to even make it even more fresh, Fearless Fred Fury dropped this Friday. So it has been just a good weekend to be a Juggalo. Everybody watching this, whatever day you're watching it, today is Juggalo Day. So again, yeah, happy fucking Juggalo Day. We said it earlier, say it again, whether you're in New Orleans or anywhere else, just fucking stop for a second today and think, damn, feels good to be a Juggalo. You know what I'm saying?
It feels great to be a Juggalo.
Especially right now with Fearless Fred Fury, unless you're like, because I haven't listened to Flip the Rat yet.
Yeah, we still...
because I haven't got the hard copy. Our homeboy Matt Murderous, he had fucking sent that link and I was like, I almost sent him back then. Hey, I listen to this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not listening until we get the hard copy.
I haven't listened to Fred Fury or Flip the Rat yet, but by now, most of you, if you're watching this, you've probably listened to both of them. We're gonna kind of talk a little bit about Fred Fury as the thing goes, as the show goes on. We're gonna do like maybe even like simple review style shit where we'll go on throughout it. But otherwise, man, it's just like to go right into the shit. Like, I definitely am not disappointed.
No, definitely.
I'm definitely not disappointed.
I was more listening to it the first time through, and just even half of it because I was on the way to work. I woke up at fucking 4 a.m., left the crib at 5 a.m. As soon as I got in the car, figured it up. So I got through half of it, but it's not like I got to work. about a good half hour.
And it does. It takes that little bit where you got to really listen to it. Like back even before the 6 dropped, Violent Jade said, like, you got to like sit down in your house, don't do anything, listen to shit. And that's how it is with all albums. You really got to give it a listen a couple of times. But Fred Fury really right out the gate, even the first 3 tracks, I was like, oh shit, I'm sold. I was listening to it in the morning, getting ready for work, and I like the intro is exactly what I wanted from a Joker's card.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
When we in the lost tapes that you guys will see later, we kind of talked about it, and I haven't really been as excited for any of the last 3 Joker's cards of this deck.
Right.
Haven't been excited for them really at all. Even even that the 10th annual, right? Was the 10th annual the one that the gathering that we went to?
Yeah.
They were hyping up Bang Pow Boom and I was just like, I'm not excited for any of that. And
even at that point in time though too, it was like I wasn't excited about it because like, how are you gonna just
how you gonna mock the
how you
6?
gonna go another 6? Why why are you guys doing this? Like just make some shit,
And there's only been a handful of good tracks to me out of all of those that have really came out. The Bang Pop Boom era was pretty exciting. I still like and a bang when you're like closing an ICP show, that's still fun as fuck, but there wasn't really a whole lot of shit. I wasn't as excited like when Lost and Found came out. Like it was to the point where like, oh, that came out today?
Right.
And that's what sucks, For this, and I think maybe even, ICP obviously knew that a lot of people felt that way by now, but it seemed like this time, way more people were ready.
Yeah.
Way more people were waiting on it, way more people were hype about it, and you always get worried about that.
Yeah, I think the hype for it was just more, what is this 665? What is this? What is this?
Well, because they almost kind of gave up on that mysticism that Psychopathic and ICP are known for. You know what I'm saying? Back actually when the 665 on Fred's hand first appeared in the first image or whatever, and everyone's like, oh, 17, and I wanted to believe it was everything else even other than 17. And I had said that to somebody, like, oh, it's just 17. It doesn't get any harder than that. And this is actually a moderately well-known photographer who does the underground shit. None of the more famous guys, but this other guy, I had commented on his post, and he's like, it's just 17. I mean, every Juggalo knows what 17. And I'm like, yeah, and that's my point. Is I feel like it has to mean more than that.
Right.
17 or whatever. We've been saying 17. We know 17, and it did turn out to where it is actually more than that. And I'm happy that is because that whole 665. We get it 17. All right, cool. We know we're 17, but knowing now that it's because we're gonna have 17 Joker's cards is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That is nuts, dude. And you got to think that. We waited all that time for the first 6, and now we're 4 through the second deck. So you still got 2 more for this deck, and then to know that you have 5 more coming in the next
You know what I was thinking?
10, 15 years, whatever.
And I still haven't done a lot of my research in Juggalos. I mean, if you're watching this right now, some of this shit, like, we've tried, like, leading up to Fred, and now by the time you see this, it'll be so many days since it's come out. We're not doing spoilers or whatever. But oh look, yes, yeah. Hey, sorry, we are gonna be interrupted a few times throughout the fucking night. We're watching WWE Elimination Chamber. If you guys are wrestling fans, as you know, tonight they were crowning the first female tag team champions, and it's fucking Bayley and Sasha Banks. If you watched our live feed the other night, you heard a lot of our opinions about Bayley and Sasha Banks. But shout out to them. That's the shit, man. Hell yeah. So we might be interrupted a few times for this, but it'd be cool for you guys to watch later if you guys watch the show.
If you catch your eyes going this way,
that's why.
That's why.
The TV's up to the side. We even actually moved, like, we're not doing it on the other way, because then we would have just been staring right at the TV. But I did cock the TV a little bit because we did the and set captions on the shit so we can see. So that's the shit.
Anyway, yeah.
But look, man, like, speculation. I had thought about this on the ride because we've been already talking Machete Eddie. We've been talking, you know. But check it out, bro. And we keep saying the brothers. I'm like sold right now that it's Machete Eddie, Hothead Hank, the bloody Red Rum brothers.
The Red Rum brothers.
Yeah.
I thought
a dual fucking Joker's card similar to Jake and Jack. Hothead Hank. Just because look, I'm going through these songs, and I'm looking at the words or the words that could go together where they said them 8 times. They do. Eddie and Hank are like almost a for sure.
Right.
So now I'm thinking, because ICP, because we're talking about how like cryptic they have always known to be, it could even be that much farther because the brother shit is thrown in there too much.
Yeah. I think it's definitely got to be the brother. Yeah, the Hulk Hogan shit.
And I haven't listened to the brother EP from the tour. I haven't either. So I don't know how if that ties in any way or whatever. But
after hearing it, I kept thinking the same thing.
Because like at first I was like, oh, that's only one song, but I was like, no, this is like 2 or 3 songs where you hear the brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like,
and it's repeated times in them songs. It's not just like one.
And then Red Rum, I do get that. Because, you know, the night of the Red Rum is like Night of the Axe, Night of the 44, you know what I'm saying? So this is like a continuation of those types of series or whatever, which I think is super dope. But the Red Rum, I think, because for some reason, everyone's focus has been going to Red Rum, that would be like another one of the things. I don't think that the name would just be Red Rum. I would think their nickname maybe be the Red Rum Brothers. Machete Eddie, the theory sounds strong to me because Fred has a crowbar in his hand.
Right.
And that might have been like a foreshadow to, hey, the next guy is going to be named after the thing that he's holding in his hand. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't talk about fucking Fred Fury's crowbar at all.
No.
They talk about his fist or whatever. But they don't talk about the crowbar. They talk about Flip. Yeah, so I'm thinking that crowbar might be an indication on to Machete Eddie. You know, yeah. So those were some of my tie-ins on that.
Well, I was thinking too because I heard. I remember one of the tracks too was Bedlam. So I was maybe is it the Bedlam Brothers? But Machete Eddie is definitely one that I've seen a lot of people speculating.
They say Bedlam in that Red Rum track.
Yeah.
Night of the Red Rum seeing like
well, even in Red Fred in the beginning.
He does say it.
They say Red Rum, but and then like in the hook, it's Red Fred. But in the beginning, it sounds like they're saying Red Rum. Yeah. I could just be me hearing.
They are. No, they are. They are.
In the beginning, it's saying
Red Rum, and it's totally murder backwards too, because that's what Red Rum is. But that is totally someone saying murder and then them looping it backwards. Right. You can tell by the way that the Red Rum. Oh, it's fucking super dope. We're kind of getting all off on it because we will be doing a full review where we get really detailed into it. Right now, just like we're only 3 days into listening to the fucking thing. Even today, I was out and about and I was listening, man, and that's in the car. You get a lot of, real good listening in, and man, Low is one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah. That shit is
so good,
dude.
Dope, dude. They may or may not get sued over it. At least there'll be a lawsuit probably brought up over it because of the similarities of it. But I've listened right now and I've used my fine-tuned audiophile ears, and I'm like sure that there's 2 different measures on 2 different parts of the similar beat that are off, that they replaced with something or doubled up. But if you guys haven't heard the track Low, they used time of the season. It sounds similar to time of the season. If I was a lawyer, I would probably say there's a strong case. But the shit is so dope. And
that's not the only song that they might have a strong case for.
It's definitely not the only song on it. They did go a little sample crazy, even on West Verner Avenue. And it's almost hard not to say what the hell that is right there. You can tell. So, walk on up the onto Electric Avenue, bro. Oh, it's still good though as fuck. Cause today,
what's fucked up too is I got my car stereo was fucked up right now, so I got this little Bluetooth speaker going. So I was going to the store the other day, and I was listening to Fred.
Yeah.
And West Verner Avenue came on, right? And then like the next day or whatever, I had the wifey's car.
Yeah.
Going to gas station, whatever, get squares. Came back. Get in the car, and Electric Avenue's playing, and all I could think was, West Verner Avenue. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, like, it's supposed to be the other way around. I'm supposed to be thinking this,
It's fucking awesome, though,
It is funny, though, it is.
And that track is good, and see, like,
it is, dude. Like,
when you hear this whole album all the way through, all of the songs sound good. That's like, it's the magic of mixing an album. When whoever mixes an album and then you mix it through and it makes songs even like What the Fuck.
Right.
What the Fuck sounds so much better on the album when you listen to it straight through.
Right.
Then like when you started with the single, it was just like too much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then when you listen to the album, you don't even realize it, and then you're listening to it and you're like, oh shit, okay,
like it fits in it.
It fits the album better than the way that they tie it in, whether it has like an intro or it has an intro into it or an outro into it, and it's just like, oh man, this song is so much better as an album cut than a single.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Even Fury Flow. I think Fury could have almost been an end track.
Yeah, it could
Because 665, I'm used like all I could picture when hearing Violent J 665 on that is when we were in Fort Wayne. We got on the stage and that was like, and they did it. If I was a serial killer, he kept chanting 665, and here like it was like an end song, and you hear Fury when it's getting to the end of Fury like that, and you hear that, and then you're like, oh man, they're definitely gonna tonight in New Orleans. They might even end with Fury.
They should.
You know what I'm saying? That'll be a perfect 665 throwing fucking Fago and shit in that bitch. Oh, bro, because it'll be fucking hype to go through it, and then just end, fucking. I don't know what they'll do. I can't wait to see. That's another reason why we are filming tonight, because there's just so much going on that
we're missing right now.
Yeah, we're missing right now. So we had to do Juggalo Day in some way, and this is it. And with it being Fred weekend and how we've been talking about Fred, we celebrated the release of Fearless Fred Fury on Friday, this past February 15th. The squad rolled out to Joliet, Illinois, in the Red Room of the Forge. They actually call it the Sapphire Room now,
but it's still red.
Yeah, it was always the Red Room anytime that I'd went there before. When they first announced all these release parties or whatever, and then there was going to be a whole bunch of them, we were very, very skeptical. Like, how's that going to work? You can't be in all those places at one time, you know what I'm saying? Right. So we thought it was very skeptical. And then, the more I thought about it, I thought how good of an idea it was. It was like a guarantee for if they were doing 23 shows. See, and that's what they should have just said, limited availability to 50 per show or 30 per show or whatever.
Exactly.
We're getting ahead of myself. But they, I didn't know how they were going to do this, how this was going to go, but we figured it would be a good way for them to sell these CDs, because it was one CD for every ticket. So if you bought your ticket in, you got a copy of Fearless Fred Fury, which is great, because then if you figure, boom, they sell 50 shows or 50 ticket or CDs or whatever at fucking 23 shows. Boom, that's a big chunk right there or whatever. However many we were fucking considering. You figure Juggalo weekend and all that included. So you figured that was gonna happen, and that would have been great for Psychopathic. But before the show, then too, my boys RazoR were doing it, and they told me Bobby Blaze, we don't even know if it's going to be worth you coming out, because it was going to be like an hour drive for me to drive out, which really isn't far. Right. I told them, you motherfuckers just don't know my Juggalo, okay? Because
don't test my Juggalo.
This is Fearless Fred Fury. This is the new album. Of course I'm going to come out for it. So we come out to do this shit, and as soon as I walked in the door, I was like, okay, something's not right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As soon as we walked in,
it was kind of.
they didn't. I mean, and I'm not used. And like, I'm totally used to walking in, not paying, and most of the time my friend's not paying. The only reason lately, like, I want you guys to buy tickets is if RazoR selling them. If you guys are getting free at the door, then come in free with me. But if it's like the boys selling tickets, then let's sell them tickets or whatever.
That's how we bought them. That's how we went in. We went in for the release party and it was just like, all right.
But they were just like, oh, hey, you're going up to the party? Go upstairs.
Go
so we went upstairs, we walked in. And Psycho Stick was like totally set up. They were the hosts of the night. If you guys never heard of Psycho Stick, I'll go on through the rest of this to say that I do give them props because they got thrown into a shit situation, but I'm sure they got paid.
Yeah, for sure.
We walked in and really nobody knew what the fuck was going on. They didn't have any house music going on the show. They didn't have a sound guy up there. They didn't have any organization. They didn't have like I know it's a small room, but they didn't have like a showrunner, a stage manager, anything like that at all. The tour guy, the headliners did, they had their own. But that didn't help with anything else. So here I'm there, and it took us to get shit figured out. It took us to be able to fucking really make sure that the other opener plus the group that we were there for got to play, and that the people who were coming into that room weren't just standing around a fucking dimly lit fucking quiet room. You know what I'm saying? So we got set up. We played fucking some Water Damage because they didn't have any copies of Fearless Fred Fury, and we're just thinking that maybe this is just a lapse. They're waiting to get people in. They need someone to get up there and get the door or whatever. That's all we're thinking at this point. But they're not playing anything, so we play some music. We end up talking to Psycho Stick's stage manager or whatever, and he's telling me, oh, this is this. These guys are playing this time. This guy's playing this time, da-da-da. I absolutely hate dealing with tour managers. I hate dealing with stage managers. I hate dealing, unless it's me or it's my show or some shit like that, I hate them because they are always just like, they have no problem telling you that they're going to cut you. They have no problem telling you that they don't give a fuck. If you're supposed to be on the stage at 8:30 or whatever and you're not on stage, every minute that you're not on stage, they don't give a fuck. Because whenever your time is supposed to be done, your time's done. You know what I'm saying? So this guy basically, like, he said it nice several times to me, but each time was like dickisher and dickisher. Like, I get it, dude. I know. What can I do? Because that guy, once I finally meet him, he went and used the bathroom and everything before he came on stage. And this guy's telling me, hey, you got to cut him at this time. And I hate having to be that guy
to tell, hey, man, you weren't here at your, you know.
And now I got to cut you.
In all fairness, though, too, with him, Jigsaw, you know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
When I talked to him after, and he is a homie of one of our homies.
Yeah, shout out to Jigsaw. And go on. It's a new homie. I've never met him. He's a homie of a longtime Juggalo associate of ours who's from the region. So shout out. But what were you saying, man?
He's when I spoke with him after the show, you know, we talked about him a little bit earlier, but we spoke. It was only his second time performing.
Yeah, that's what he
said.
So
he even said, like, he was telling me, like, I was like, hey man, you're pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? You know, I had to look up your shit. I didn't know he rapped. To be honest, like, I've seen him at many shows with Scotty and shit.
We were kind of joking when at the Shack Show because I always talk shit. I'm not even gonna talk about it in this web show. Yeah. I'm not even talking about this show. Because I'm on a month ban from talking shit. But hopefully we'll develop a friendship with this guy, and then I'll tell this story another time.
But I mean, they show love to both.
No. I jokingly said that to him the other night. Yeah, so it's all a joke.
But anyway,
what I was gonna say was a joke.
He always like, man, he's like, I was nervous as hell. He's like, it's only my second time performing. Blah blah blah. I'm like, hey, well, I mean, you did good. You know what I'm saying? For your second time performing,
super nervous when you walk onto a stage in front of a bunch of people and you give them something and they give you nothing back.
Right.
But they're just staring at you, and you're like, and you're doing your shit, and they're just staring at you, dude. That like it feels weird inside.
It does.
It feels weird inside. But hey, I gotta give shout outs to that dude. But
it takes a lot to, like you said, it takes a lot to get up there in front of people in the first place that you don't know. You don't know what you're gonna get.
But you were saying
responses. You're gonna get like, oh.
That he to his defense, it was that he thought he was playing downstairs, right?
Yeah, I think so, something like that.
Okay.
When I talked to him, he was like...
Or are you saying that because of his inexperience, he just didn't know that, that's how things run?
I think it's his lack of experience. He was like, bro, like, because when I was like, hey, man, I seen him come out, hey, good job, props, whatever.
I would happily mentor him. I couldn't guarantee I'd get him on shows, but I could at least give him a bunch of pointers. Right. Everything that I picked up.
He was like, man, that was my second time performing, man. I was nervous as fuck, to be completely honest with you. He's like, I didn't know what to expect. He's like, I was super nervous. I'm like, it's cool, dude. Hey,
that show...
You did good for what you did.
Had people got CDs when they walked in that show?
I think it would have been
or been told, hey, everybody coming in, thanks for fucking coming in 20 minutes, you guys are getting your CDs or whatever. Motherfuckers would have been excited, you know what I'm saying? Right. For that guy's set. I did feel bad for him because there was, like, no energy in the room. Yeah. Because in the back of everybody's mind, we're like, man, hey... We're not really, we paid to get these CDs. Like, no offense, bruh, but I'd be enjoying you a lot more if I had Fred in my hand. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that was the thing, like you said earlier. There was no house music. We literally, Bobby was the sound dude. He was the sound guy after the sets, and we put that shit together. Like, we got everybody out there. We got shit hooked up. Until Cycle Stick came up.
We found the fucking openers. We made sure. I mean, there was only 2, but we made and we knew one of them. But we got the guy with that shit taken care of. We had to test the mics. The sound guy came, and here, my boys, you know what I'm saying? Even Matt isn't used to testing mics, and here the sound guy's like, hey, will you guys go test those mics? Like, first of all, and this is diva valuably saying, I'm not getting paid for any of this. Right. So no, you do that shit because you are. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is the same sound guy. That was the same sound guy that told me that I would get $50 for it. That's why I told him, I was like, look, bro, I'll do this shit, but I ain't getting no runaround from Nick tonight. So I don't even want no money. Just let's do this shit properly. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they would be like, oh, hey, test those mics, bitch. You test the mics. You know what I'm saying?
I should have been tested.
I know what sound guys get paid, bitch. Test the mics. It was cool that he went and got my power cable for me because my high ass somehow fucking forgot my power cable. But in that it was like we played and we got some respect for doing it. We were cool. We ended up I was able to end up squeezing in 2 other tracks on a RazoR set because of that whole thing.
Right.
They did give us mad props. I wish I would have got Maddie. Maddie is, I'm pretty sure, the guy's name who plays bass, who had the big moose thing on.
The bow in the street.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his name was Matt, and he's a Juggalo. And then their stage manager, I forgot his name, huh?
This is the dude with the remaster tag.
Did he did have a remaster tag?
Yeah, they talked about it. He was like, hey, not to blah, blah, blah. He's like, but, somebody in our band does, and he was like this.
Okay, well, that guy, well, see, I didn't even see that, because I had heard other people saying something about it later on, but... and then their tour manager was cool as fuck, but he came up to me and was like, hey, look, dude, I don't give a fuck about that guy. You have to cut him at this time or whatever. Right. He's like, but since you're doing this, we're not going to cut you guys. He's like, in fact, you can play 45 minutes if you want. And I'm like, damn. Shit.
We did throw in the extra songs. It was dope.
And we didn't do 45 minutes, but that's just like what bands are normally used to doing is about 45 minutes. I should have just DJ'd then for the rest of the time or whatever, but I wanted to play fucking Fred Fury. But we did do RazoR set was dope.
RazoR set was super dope, dude.
The last 2 RazoR sets that I've done have been fun, but they've been like a planned out kind of rehearsed type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And Wicked's gonna be kind of like that, except for we're adding flair to it. For this show they all right, hey, we're doing these songs, and we knew boom, boom, boom. We're just doing these 4 songs. 15 minutes, not a whole lot of energy to get into it in 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? To add. Come a Little Closer and fucking Ain't No Telling really changed things up. It showed interaction with us on stage, which got more people hyped to it into the crowd then, and it broke them out of this routine that they were in, to where they're like, oh, okay, let's do these songs, and they don't do these songs that often because they're old, but they're like bangers. Beast used to do this song, it's like a well-known Mission 16 song, and every time before he would say it, it's like, this is a hit if we ever had one, you know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's even though they're local level, everyone's expecting some of these songs. And they took out 2 of these songs into their 15 and 20 minute set, and I think when you add them into it, it just makes it just it gives people that chance to see them, oh man, these guys are actually really dope lyrically still, they could get it hype, and then you close it out with All Hail a RazoR, and by then everyone's like, oh, okay. When you see interaction on stage, it's easier to interact than off stage,
Hell yeah.
So I feel like, in my opinion, and it's, you know, like, it was one of those nights where I was like, dude, this is like a really good Razor set.
Yeah.
You know, like,
it was, dude.
We took a crowd that was like pretty dull and pissed off to boom, everyone was happy. But after that, it like everyone had smiles on their face and everyone was excited and everyone was giving props and drinking and having a good time.
Drinking, being merry, all that shit.
Yeah.
I think, like you said though, if we would have got them CDs when we walked in, or at least like you said, someone announced like, hey,
you guys are getting your CDs. It's just we're getting everything ready right now.
At this point in time,
hey, we need everyone to come back out in the hallway and line up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come
Some
back
shit
in.
like that.
Well, anything.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
Psychopathic. If you happen to see this at all, and you're ever gonna do anything like that again, we would gladly host the show. Provide the sound support so that we knew that sets ran perfectly. We would run it on a strict time schedule. We would drive to Detroit to pick up the CDs, you know what I'm saying? And make sure it happens. Because, like, I love Psychopathic, I love ICP. I have no problem defending Psychopathic, I have no problem defending ICP, but when, like, shit like this happens, it's like, well, what the fuck can I say? Yeah. We all come out there.
And it sucked.
And I'm blaming the venue all day on it. Because if by fucking 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Friday, when they didn't have those CDs, they should have been like, hey, we're not doing this.
Right.
Because they took all of our money. I know Psychopathic didn't get our money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Forge got our money. The Forge and Psychostick got our money. Right. And I can't even hate on Psychostick. I know some motherfuckers in that building were like, fuck Psychostick! I mean, I don't know who was in that building yelling, fuck Psychostick!
I will fully take... But... all due respect to Psycho,
but really,
they were dope. Like, they held it down, and like we talked, like you said
given
earlier,
the circumstances,
given the circumstances, bro, they're
fucking
kept it together.
Like,
they're fucking dope for that.
Some people there already knew who they were, so that was like I guess a plus on them. But still, for all like at one point, it was either like, damn, you could tell that because there's some juggalos that I know that are like old school juggalos that have been down for this shit forever. But I looked around at them and I was like, you could tell that we're just like used to getting fucked because we're all still here. Yeah. Like, hey, fuck it. We came out, we might as well stay here anyway. You know what I'm saying? A lot
of people could have walked out, and it was like, and Joliet wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
Like, our homie Torsten, I heard, we talked about him, our homie from Indy. He was co-hosting the show at the Emerson.
I heard that whole show was just like,
I called him up and asked him, he said, bro, he's like, I left early. He said Damian Quinn was a highlight. He said the Monster Dolls or whatever wasn't even that exciting. He said people left early.
That show I was looking forward though. Too. If we went to Joliet, we would have went to that. We would have
went to Indy, and that was the thing. And like he said they didn't get CDs either. He said all that they did there was give them a printer sheet of paper from like what I'm saying, like copy machine, whatever, a blank white sheet of paper. Write your name and email down, and we'll get your CD to you.
I heard
that to me was probably
better than what we did. Though.
Better than we got, but at the end of the day, I feel like no one there's gonna get that paper. Was like, all right, here.
I don't know what everyone else got as like proof of purchase either when they went through there. Like I saw a couple of my home, and like there's a lot of times where I forget. I very rarely have paid for shows over the last few years unless I'm like going to a show that I really want to go to. I don't really pay for shows because I had that industry plug or whatever. So even that night I was like, oh damn, people probably did pay. So when I asked my boy, I was like, did you guys even like pay at the door? And they said yeah. And then I like felt bad. I'm like, damn, here this whole time I'm kind of making a joke about it because really at the end of the day I didn't fucking pay. If they would have been like, hey, you got to pay here to get your CD, boom, no problem, I paid. But I was coming in, I'm with the band, bro, so I didn't have to fucking pay, And then when my boy like Wes and his lady Sarah. When we were saying bye to them, I'm like, you guys did pay? And they're like, yeah, And I'm like, damn, that sucks. So here they drove from, like, Chicago to Joliet, paid, and then still didn't get shit. And then just got to see Razor play.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people there, like, they were talking, like, you guys, like he said, we got in with him, Razor, whatever. So we didn't have to pay, but like you said, if it came down to us getting that seat, here's your $10.
Yeah. And that's what I thought had happened. I thought they were like, oh, you're with the show upstairs, go upstairs. Like, even though I'm used to, like, if I'm with Razor, like, for the 2 Dope show, I didn't have to pay or whatever, but, like, we bought the ticket or whatever. But, like, I I just thought, okay, maybe they'll just send us upstairs, and then there's another door guy up at the, and then
nothing.
And then I'd be like, even if they were like, hey, you know, yeah, you can just go in, and be like, well, here, no, I want to pay to get the CD. That's really the whole reason why I was there, was to be part of the release of Fearless Fred, but I also wanted to pay $10 to help go to the purchase of an ICP CD that we could give to you guys then eventually. Because I already ordered my shit. I ordered the fucking indie double disc. You know?
Everybody ordered it. We pre-ordered it. We would have had damn near 3 extra copies. Granted, you might have not got flipped with that copy or whatever, but you would have got the album.
Got the code.
You would have got the code, and you would have got the Fearless Fred album.
Yeah.
And our
for free.
Free in our.
That was the whole plan. I do feel bad about that, because here that was something else that we really want. Now we got to buy another fucking copy of the shit. I think what we should do then is just throw down and buy a double
and get
with Flip and Fred, and then go ahead and do it up then. But yeah, man, like all in all though, looking back over the night, I had a good time.
I had a good time. I had a great time, dude. Like
I laughed. I fucking, you know,
I cried.
rocked shit out. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to say, back to the Psycho Stick thing. There's no disrespect to Psycho Stick. I was just trying to.
No, it was just funny, bro. Like
mood,
honestly, I actually had to catch up.
Even Psycho Stick.
Times. They
take the shot. They talk the shit back. So
I'll also post the picture that Psycho Stick had at their merch booth.
At their merch booth.
At their merch boochin'. They finally wrote a handwritten note, basically like, hey, you know, we don't have this fucking CD. We don't know nothing about the CD. Sorry and shit. You know what I'm saying? And not so much. And then they said like, I mean, you know ICP lies. I'm gonna drop it in here. I'm gonna drop the whole thing.
You're gonna drop the whole thing. But I'm gonna tell you exactly what I said right now.
But man, like, so you know, I do all respect to Psycho Stick. They had to do whatever they had to do. Those motherfuckers are getting paid. They're from fucking far away and shit. They came through there, Arizona or whatever. So I feel like they rocked it.
Their sign at their merch booth says, "Sorry, Ninja, I have no fucking clue," in bold letters, no fucking clue, underlined, where the free, quote unquote, CDs are or who has them. Much kind of love, sad, whoop whoop. Buy a Psycho Stick CD instead. But it also says you do realize that ICP lies a lot, right? So I mean,
yeah. So I thought that was like, you know, shitty, but you know, that's what happens or whatever. You know, I really, as a fucking long time receiving of bones Juggalo, I still had a good fucking time.
I had a great time.
We fucking enjoyed it. Fearless Fred Fury still came out, and it was still a fucking phenomenal fucking album, and it was cool. Definitely. Like at one point, all of us Juggalos at 20, well, because one of them got canceled, so 22 or 19 parties across the United States, we were all getting down at one point together. Even though they all started late, ended at different times or whatever, at one point, we were all across the country celebrating Fearless Red Fury.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So that's super
And we
dope,
did actually shout out to the homie BK, who was actually at the fuck off.
Hell yeah, BK, Becky, BK.
Becky BK, he hooked us up for a little minute. We had his phone.
I told you we'd give you that shout out, fucking for real. The motherfucker really saved the day because
he did.
I had Fred on my phone, but I didn't have a fucking dongle for my iPhone, and then this motherfucker's like, "Yo, I got it this way or whatever."
Like, I got, you know what I'm saying?
I was like, "You don't mind being without your phone?" I had the aux cord on the thing, so he was
like, "Nah, here." Boom, plugged it in. He went, sat down, had him a couple drinks with the homies and shit, and that was that.
And we listened to a couple songs of it. But and then that was weird though too. Then Psycho Stick's manager was like, "Hey, this is a new thing. Oh, I thought we weren't supposed to play it until we were done." Well, somebody needed to tell me something. I said that was probably my most used phrase that night. Well, nobody's telling us anything. Well, somebody needed to tell us something. So we're just taking initiative on shit. You don't want this place to riot because they're not getting their free CDs. They better at least be able to listen to the shit. Yeah. Because they were promised listening.
It was a listening party. Album release, listen, whatever you want to call it. It was,
we were supposed to be playing that shit. It said they were supposed to play in between sets, so we should have been playing that shit. Boom, hey everybody, and I even got on the mic. Hey everybody, you guys wanted Fred? Here's my fucking Fred. You know what I'm saying? And we started rolling that bitch. We got to about Fury or just past Fury, and the guy's like, "Okay, you got to go ahead and take your stuff down. We'll go ahead and get started." They didn't need me to take my shit down completely to set up where they were because they were already basically set up. Right. And then everyone just stood around for fucking 20 minutes, half hour with no sound. And then they had to sound check, and then they were rehearsing like the parts that they would do, parts of their songs, and everyone was like reacting to it because they thought that they were talking to the crowd because they were doing sound check in front of everybody, which they could have done hours ago. Really, they probably didn't even need to do because Psychopathic or the venue should have just canceled it, or the venue should have been like, hey, sorry, this is no longer a CD giveaway, but we're still throwing this show.
Here's your Psycho
You can see both shows for the price of one here at the Fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Discounted drinks. But either way, we had a good time. We fucking smashed Los Comales afterwards.
They got the IG for them pills.
Man, yeah, fucking, I could go for a couple gorditas right now and shit. That's a must. And like, even just back in the day when I would post on my gram and stuff, and if I'm ever in that part of Joliet, I gotta go to that Los Comales.
Yeah. It's been a ritual. Every time I've been out there for shows, that's where we go.
Yeah, it's right there. It's fucking a couple blocks away from the Forge. You go. It's usually open till super late. You could sit down. You got good ass fucking chips and salsa right at the table. You know, you can fit everybody there. Everybody usually goes after the shows. It's just a spot. You know what I'm saying? Good fucking grub. Some good ass fucking Mexican food. Man, I can go for some chips and salsa right now. Rachel Reed's like, who ordered the side of tomatoes? I was like, you uncultured swine.
You uncultured swine.
That's fucking.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing too. They got the nice big container full of, Usos.
Usos won it?
Usos won.
Hey, bro, Jimmy Uso went to jail this weekend, almost squared up with the fucking police and shit in Detroit, and that motherfucker just won the tag straps. Fuck yeah. Hey, bro, I don't give a fuck. That is a fucking accomplishment right there. That motherfucker, like, everyone's like, oh, man, that's going to ruin his career. He squared up with the fucking police in fucking Detroit.
Nah, he squared up with Vinnie Mac. American.
That's the shit. Hey, man, again, sorry, we're going to cut out. That's why we are watching Elimination Chamber.
All those Comales in a container full of, fucking fire-ass carrots and cauliflower and peppers. Oh.
Yes, dude, they really throw down on the table because they bring you 2 bottle salsas, some fucking store shit, motherfucking a bowl of limes, chips, salsa, and the fucking pickled fucking vegetable right on the table right when you sit down.
And the thing is, your food don't take long neither. Hell no. We ordered a shit ton of shit, man.
Oh, man, and every time that we order a bunch of food, they bring it out like, okay, where's this going? And because I had a torta dinner in front of me, and I ordered 4 gorditas, and I was like, hey, look, I'm taking them home, but it's just weird how you got to order shit there then, too, because they don't split your ticket, even though they write them down on 4 different tickets. Yeah. They still don't fucking split it up. You know,
they do it by table.
Yeah, they're like, one table, we're Jumpman 23. But check that out, man. All in all, we had a good time, and it's been dope riding the wave of Fearless Fred Fury.
And it just begun.
It has just begun, man. Can you the tour for this is gonna be dope. When you think of the songs that you really want to see them do on this fucking tour, it's gonna be fucking incredible, man. Everybody who sees the ICP show tonight in New Orleans, man, you guys are fucking lucky. I'm sure it's gonna be dope. Hopefully we'll check that out soon after we wrap this thing up here, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of fucking Juggalo Day weekend, man, I hope everyone's having a good time. It's really cool how this Juggalo Day thing became a thing, you know what I'm saying? All the years back that it did. It's been about, I think, since 2012, 2013 maybe? Yeah, somewhere around there where they've been doing them. I've been to 3 that I can for sure think of. The first year, the second year that they did it, I think the first year, we threw a big old house party at this guy, Josh from South Bend. You probably heard of the guy. And he's been here before. We just don't really see him as often. He's one of the guys that we didn't really see as much as everybody else. But he threw a banger at his house. That's when we were doing the radio shit. We did it on the radio, did Electric Underground, Sweets did a set, I did a set, and all that shit. It was super dope. That's how it was a bunch of old school juggalos in South Bend and a bunch of ravers, and we threw a house party on Juggalo Day. And then Malenko Day, me and Sweets went to, and that was in Columbus, Ohio. I think that was 2014. Yeah, 2014, me and our homeboy Aaron Sweets, we went out to fucking, for the Malenko Day, bro, and it fucking, in my opinion, sucked the biggest dicks ever. It was at that point where I was like, damn, alright, so this is it. It's done.
It's done.
It's done. Quick. But it was only a year later that it changed my mind. But, I was like, damn, this sucks. They fucked. So we got a dope ass hotel. Daddy Schneider and what was her other friend?
Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy. And this dude came and they met us at this hotel, bro, and fucking got us straight twisted on dabs. So we're like, hey, you guys just ride with us. We'll go up to the venue, you know what I'm saying? So we were keeping tabs on what was going on in the show. And we left when it was about time where we thought we were going to go up there so we could see like the last 3 parts of this shit. On the way there, it's raining, and we hit a fucking pothole and blew Sweet's tire. And our homeboy Sweets, bro, they don't call him Big Baby Sweets for nothing. This motherfucker was pissed off, you know what I'm saying? And like was about to just like throw in the towel. The dude that was with us, actually, they might have been following us. I think, yeah, they were following us. But the dude that was with Poppy and Daddy jumped out. He was Mexican. Me and him just fucking threw that shit up, fucking checked that, threw that spare on that bitch, and fucking, you know, like, no problem. I was even talking to Mama Sweet's like, hey, we got this shit. Hey, Aaron will be fine, you know what I'm saying? We got him in the car crying shit right now. He'd be all good, you know what I'm saying? Me and my Vato, we finna do this shit right now. Couple of fucking whistles and fucking snaps. We got this shit fixed. So, of course, the Mexicans, we fucking fixed this quick. We went in there, we laughed about it or whatever. But in the next day, Sweet's dad was like, hey, look, I don't want you guys to leave Ohio without getting tires and shit. So we got all 4 new tires placed on this fucking car and shit. In fucking Ohio. We had to get an Uber and shit to go. We went and chilled at B-Dubs with the fucking Uber while they fucking changed the tire. But it was like at that Juggalo day where I was like, bro, I don't know the future of fucking Slice EP. But as a Juggalo, I marched on, and in 2015 they did that Take Me Home show, and it was at Detroit's Masonic Temple, and super fucking fire, bro. April Ninjette was there, motherfucking all kinds of ninjas, Matt, Jake, you know what I'm saying, like all kinds of motherfuckers were there, and this place was fucking dope as fuck, dude. They did JCW in this like other room of it, and then they had the fucking main show and all that shit. Dope as fuck. People went wild. They were ripping chairs out of that bitch and fucking throwing them and shit. Trick came and he was like introduced ICP and dude, it was just so fucking cool. And then I was like, man, okay, maybe Slice EP's back. Maybe they got it. And then that show was dope, dude. Like if Matt was here right now, he might tell like a love story. I think that's a love story trip for Matt. I can't speak on it. Matt's not here, so he won't speak on it. But we had a dope ass little hotel at the hotel. Me and Pazzo and this chick Maria had got a hotel. Dude, on that trip we had ate Slo's Barbecue in Detroit. And if you ever go to Detroit, eat Slo's Barbecue. Yeah. Fucking fire. It's hipster. They got like 20 different sauces across the table you could try from like different states and shit. You know what I'm saying? Out of the squeeze bottle. Fire as fuck. It's right in the. It's like right off fucking like Gratiot and shit, dude. It's like in the hood, but it's like the dopest like little hipster spot. So we did all that little Detroit shit. But we had this hotel party and it was just like fucking lit. We were in Detroit and it was like all ninjas from like the 219 area that were staying somewhere in Michigan and they all came over to our hotel and we just fucking rolled like fucking 100 joints, we were like drinking Jack Daniels and we drank it like it was like nothing, bro. We were just like, we'd be standing there in a circle smoking a joint and pass that bitch around and fucking like drink the whole handle and fucking, it was fucking crazy. Jackie Fresh would have been there. Woo! But that was that Juggalo day, and that Juggalo day was like super fresh, man. I had a really good time. I'm pretty sure I'm not missing anything on that shit, because I'm pretty sure then the very next year would be then the 2016. I thought me and Beast maybe went to something else in between. There had to be some other crazy Juggalo event, but Juggalo Day 2016 was Ringmaster, and that shit was fucking wild. I just did Black Christmas with LSP, so that was like the chaining day for LSP, where they did this whole fucking presentation, fucking Mission 16 with DJ Bobby Blaze at fucking Black Christmas, super dope. So there was like a big LSP party before Ringmaster in the lot of Harpo's, and me and Beast got out there early, and like we're just like scumbag drinking. Like there's a corner store by Harpo's. We went over there, we got 40 ounces, and then walked to a Coney Island place that's right next to Harpo's, and we were drinking our 40s in the fucking Coney Island place, and this guy was like security, because they have fucking armed security at a place like they do at Comas. He's like, hey man, you guys can't be drinking those in here. And for real, dude, I fucking sat my down and was like, good. because I just finished this shit. And the guy just looked at us like, damn. And then just like walked back doing this shit. Like,
what are you going to say now?
Oh, bro.
I'm done, bro.
We got pictures of me and B just sitting at the table. We got our Coney dogs and fries and 40s and brown bags at the table. Like, bro, I hate scumbag shit. But like, we had the other ones sitting down here, so we left doing that shit and cracked them open. But that was like one of the first times I had met Tiff G in like person. Her and Frank were there, and
hell yeah.
I had just dropped like 2 hits of acid and drank a bunch of the LSP drinks, Jägermeister.
Oh yeah.
So I drank a couple shots, and I don't like to do that. But I just and then I ate 2 hits of acid, and right as like I'm around this corner, me and B's got a picture with Isham, and it's funny. I'm saying it here live at the Webshow. B's like, oh no, man, bro, Isham's pretty overrated. Da 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 blah blah. We run around the corner, and there's fucking Isham standing by this van, and we're like, yo. Isham, he's got this dope Blackhawks jersey, or Red Wings jersey on, and we fucking pop up and fucking take a picture. Isham even throws the L's up in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we walk away up these. I'm like, Beast, that's fucked up, bro. He's like, I didn't say he wasn't a legend, though. And I was like, oh, shit, get out of here, bro. Just threw Beast under the bus. Get the fuck out of here, bro. What's up, though? And then we see
that kind of sound like Jakey Fresh and
It is. It's like the same shit. Oh, like, you hound dogging ass motherfucker.
Stick that nigga.
That show, yeah. Then I seen Tiff G, and bro, like, you know, when you eating ass, you start getting like awkwardish, right?
Right.
So here I'm trying to be like as normal as possible, taking pictures, talking to Frank, you know, this and that. We get in the show, and we go to the bathroom, and I'm pissing, and I get done pissing, I'm getting ready to walk out, and this dude fucking runs past me like holding his dick, and he starts peeing on the fucking like stall wall, and Beast is in the urinal that's in there, and he was like finishing up, but the dude pisses all underneath it and gets on fucking Beast's shoes, and Beast is yelling, and I turn around and I look, I'm like, motherfucker, dude, and I just start fucking stealing on dude's head. Well, fucking Beast comes out of the bathroom and just fucking we're just fucking, and the dude's holding his dick like, ah, and we're like, oh, fucking punch him in his head as he runs to the back of the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? And we come out and Donnie Menace stops us. He's like, oh shit, he's like, I was just getting ready. He's like, well, I'm just walking in Juggalo day, and then my boy Beast stomping on somebody's fucking head. We're like, oh shit.
Already.
So we go in and we do the Juggalo day thing or whatever. We meet up some boys from Chicago, and the guy, we're telling them, you know, we're tripping or whatever, and the guys know Beast or whatever, so they're like big fans of Beast or whatever, and they're like, hey man, we got acid, dude, and Beast's like, well yeah, hook us up, you know, give me and my boys some, you guys are being so friendly. So he drops us some acid or whatever, and the dude's like, oh, well, hey man, blah blah, you know, you guys just give me a drink and it's all good. So we go to get him a drink, and by the time we finish that drink, I'm getting real hyped, dude, and like there's like a straight up energy in the crowd, even though I've eaten this acid, right? But for those of you guys who know what the energy actually was, dude, the fucking lights go off, and when they come on, fucking Twisted comes out, and they play fucking Juggalo Day fucking 2016, and everyone fucking loses their shit, right? So me and Beast are like, oh fuck, and we go fucking try to run to the front of the crowd, but like we're super fucked up. So we go to this other spot where it's like, or like where we think we're at the rail, but it's just like another rail or whatever, right? Before you go down some stairs. And I'm like pushing my drunk, tripping ass through, and these people start yelling at me, dude. And all of this is a fucking straight up blur. But this guy then, this like 6 foot fucking 4 guy fucking starts yelling at me, and I must have like pushed his girlfriend or some shit. I don't know. I was fucked up, dude. I'm sorry. But like my acid brain was like, you better sleep this motherfucker, you better do something, you know, run or punch him or run. And I do like, me and Beast just recounted as I like threw a blanket and a pillow out at him, out of my hand, dude. I just threw like seriously one shot, he like was out on the ground. You could hear him snoring over Twisted, dude. It was like, we're like, and Beast's like, bro, we gotta go. Like fucking pulls me, I throw my fucking hood up, I'm like, oh shit. So we fucking go crazy for Twisted. I mean, like at that point, like Twisted just like had like made themselves look so good that night. To see where they're at now, in my opinion, is so crazy how good I felt about Twisted that night. But then, you know, afterwards, Slicey P is gonna come on. They're gonna do fucking Ringmaster. Everyone's super excited, dude. But I'm standing on these stairs. ICP's coming on, and B's like, "Come on, let's go in the crowd." And I was like, "Dude, no, I'm fucking too fresh. I'm not fucking getting Fago tonight." You know what I'm saying? no motherfucking Fago. He's like, all right, bro, whatever. And he leaves me. And then I'm standing there and I'm like, fuck, dude. I punched 2 people tonight. You know what I'm saying? I knocked some guy out in front of his girlfriend, and I stole on some dude's head in the bathroom. At any minute now, someone could come blow my fucking grill out. I'm sitting there with my hood up like, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. So I go find Beast, and by the time that fucking Mr. Johnson's head's coming on, I'm already on stage spraying Fago and dumping full bottles all over my fresh-ass gear on top of my head. And then I'm on stage,
I don't
right?
know how we got there, but...
And I see Beast's arms slapping the top of the stage, and I'm like, oh shit. So, dude, there's videos of this all on Facebook if you could find them. There's pictures of me on stage and everything. But there's an actual video of where you see me, like, get down, I leave the bottle of Fago that I'm holding, I set it down, and then I pulled Beast up onto the stage, and then me and Beast are on stage for a couple of seconds until, like, you know, they usually tell you to get up, and we got off, and I fucking straight, like, jumped off the crowd into somebody's chest, and then they just, like, pushed us off. Dude, this whole time, I'm just, like, fried out on acid, like, totally fucking gone, like, and I see Beast's arms, I'm like, oh shit, like, it's like a fucking 6 foot plus up pit that he's in. I'm like, and I like set my Fago down. I got down onto my knees and fucking pulled his ass up.
Got you.
Like ICP isn't playing right next to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you see it all on this. When Beast tagged me in the one video, and Danny and Burns, she tagged me in the fucking picture or whatever. And when you see the video, you like, for real, you see me like, get down on my hands and knees, set the Fago that I'm like dumping on my head down next to me, get Beast up, and then we go and get new Fago and shit. It was just so dope.
Go get some more.
I can never listen to I was listening to it this morning. I can't listen to Ringmaster without thinking of that.
It's not the
like
same.
Just I vividly then just picture all the shenanigans that went on. We ended up we were staying at a super baller hotel, and Sam Blue, she messaged us and she's like, "Hey man, we got a tank in your hotel." And I'm like, bro, I'm in a fucking $250 a night Hilton. If there's a tank somewhere in this hotel, first of all, I'm a little pissed off, you know. Second of all, what room number, you know what I'm saying? But first of all, if there's a tank in this room and I'm paying $250, you had to use your hotel key to even use the elevators.
Right.
It's Detroit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So she kept swearing, no, it's in your hotel, you know, everyone's staying at your hotel. And that's what caught me up. I'm like, not everybody's staying at our hotel, right? So then I hit her up like, hey, I'm at this, and she's like, oh, no, we're at this hotel, and it's the fucking Stay In, where all the fucking juggalos are at, right? At the Stays In, not the fucking Hilton across the street from fucking Ford Building or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So we go and fucking, I roll up a fucking joint. I'm fucking still fried out or whatever, and I roll up a blunt actually, and we go down, and Detroit's known for their yellow cab over the Uber, you know. Right. So Beast stops the yellow cab. I'm out there fucking smoking blunt, sunglasses. It's fucking near 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's like, "Hey man, is it cool if my boy smokes a blunt in the car?" And the guy's like, "Man, you could sniff coke, do hair rock, smoke blunt. I don't give a fuck." So we're like, "Bad," you know. So we get in. We're driving down fucking Woodward. I'm fucking spaced out, fucking glasses on, fucking smoking the blunt. The cab driver's telling us all these crazy ass stories, and then I just assume, I'm like, "Oh, so you're from Detroit?" He's like, "Man, I'm from Ann Arbor," and like, I don't know why, but every time that I see Ann Arbor now, I just laugh and think of this fucking cab driver. Like he was like mad that I profiled him and was like, "Man, I'm from Ann Arbor." I'm like, "Oh, all right."
My bad, homie. You know
so as we're pulling up to the Stay-In, he's like, "Oh, this is where y'all going?" We're like, "Yeah, man, you know, we gotta get these balloons." He's like, "I can take you to a place where they get balloons," and I was like, "Ooh, I don't think those are the same balloons we're getting." Yeah, we're gonna go see the dentist. "Oh, all right, man." So we go, and the Stay-In, all you juggalos who are watching this, I'm hoping at least one of you has been to the Stay-In during Hallowicked or any other Juggalo event out there. It's like, it might have been a nice hotel at some point. I don't know. But dude, it is fucking straight crazy when this shit was going on. We were like on every floor, tons of juggalos in the hallways, fucking food in the hallways. There was fucking crazy fights, you know what I'm saying? We find out what room it is. It takes us a minute to get there. We got to make our rounds because we're seeing ninjas that we know in every fucking room. Like, you would walk by. It was like one of those hotels that even inside they had windows.
Right.
So like they had like a big window. You walk by, some motherfuckers just have those open. Tons of ninjas inside there. Tons of ninjas in the room. So you go say hi to everybody. But then Sam finally directs us to where the dentist office was, and man, we fucking got locked in on some night just for like too long. I was like, yo, I gotta go, dude. But there was mad ninjas that we knew in that room then too. And then we were sitting there talking to this dude, and we're all like fucked up. And he was saying something about Detroit, and we're like, yeah, man, you know, that must suck. He's like, yeah, but I mean, you guys get to go home. I was like, oh man. I was like, all right, that ruined it. I gotta leave this room now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sorry, bro.
But yeah, that Juggalo day was straight ratchet. While we waited for our Uber in the hotel lobby of the stay-in, me and Beast were holding his phone, rapping Run the Jewels lyrics, while this whole group of people run by us, and the last guy's like, you want to go see this guy boost some cocaine? We're like, no. And he's like, well, it's going to happen anyway. We're like, oh, shit. All right, bro.
It's going down either way.
That Juggalo Day, man. So Juggalo Day has become legendary in itself. Every year it seems to have gotten better and better. I think even it could just be ICP playing somewhere, and then to celebrate together on today is super dope. So shout out to everybody's out there. I'd love to hear your guys' Juggalo stories, Juggalo Day stories, whether they're in the comments or, man, you fucking reply in a video or some shit. That'd be really cool. Juggalo Day, it's like, Psychopathic has a lot of things throughout the year that are like, oh, well, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, you gotta do this, and to have one Juggalo Day, at least I didn't do it in January. They're like, all right, when do people start getting some money again? All right, February. So man, if you're out there, shout out. If I've seen you at any of the Juggalo Days, if you know any of the stories from the ones that I've been at, there's this dude. So that's why I feel like it was another time, man. I know this cat. No, it just must have been. I'm blending shows, but I met this cat years ago. His name was Gary Goforth. And at that Juggalo Day, at the Take Me Home show, this ninja was like so proud of, because I had just got with UG, it had been like a year, he was just like so proud of the achievements, because I had met this guy at like a fucking JCW years back when we were doing the MUJ JCW runs, and he, like that day he was like, because I try to remember motherfucker's name, I smoke a lot of weed, usually if you smoke weed with me I remember your name, oddly enough, but I had seen him and he was like, oh, he was just like so happy that I remembered his name when he was talking to me to his friends. Like, I could, hey, Gary, blah, 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 or whatever. And he got me super high. But I haven't seen that cat, like, in years. I don't know what, I had him on all my social media, so I don't know whatever happened to him. I honestly think that, remember that time when those, like, twisted prototype shoes got stolen?
Yeah.
Like a couple years ago? I honestly think it was that ninja. So if they never found out, I'm pretty sure that's who it was, dude. It looked like him in the pictures. But I don't know. That might not be that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Who knows where that motherfucker's at now? But if you guys ever see this shit, shout out Gary Goforth. When it comes to Juggalo Day, you think about all these fucking cool-ass Juggalo moments. I know, you know, we've talked about them here and there. Just this last weekend, we were out in South Bend with some Juggalo homies. There'll be maybe some fucking Throwback Thursday pictures in here that... from the gathering from like 2003 and shit. We have a group of friends from South Bend that, you know, we've just been tight with since, you know, the early days of our juggling. And when it's on a day like this to commemorate that, those are the people you think of. And can you pop this open for me? Those are the people you think of. Those are the things that you think of that, like, we've been juggalos for more than half our lives. Later on this year, I'm gonna do the 20th anniversary of me going to ICP shows. So it's super cool that, like, you know, it's not a wasted life. It's not a wasted opportunity. We met so many friends and so many cool people.
And it's like homies, dude. It's not just like, oh yeah, hey, I see you at a show. Or, oh, just dropped the cap in the floor.
South Bend too is one of those times that is like, it's not just like, oh, these are homies, like where Looney in particular and LJ and stuff, yeah, we've developed these friendships, but like, even if we hadn't seen them since last year, we could call them today and be like, hey dude, we're in the Bend, you guys want to get a drink?
Right.
Come on by, or tell me where you're at. That, like, you know, and I felt it from our friends when we're out there, like, even Looney, you know, oh man, you know, I haven't seen you guys in forever, you know, he said he loved us when we left, you know, we were like some legit friends, but we wouldn't know each other without the Juggalo shit. Like, we've known these guys 10 years over now, over 10 years now, yeah, like way over 10 years now.
The race in 02.
Yeah, like 17 years.
17 years, bro.
17 years, you know, we've known these guys. So it's super cool. Like, we went out there, we just kind of put it out there that we're coming. Some of our friends that live out there were sad that they didn't get to see us because things that were going
They're
on.
Like, you guys are out here?
Like last minute, everyone wanted to see us then. We all met up at a dive bar.
We went last minute. My nephew is out there too, so that's kind of
Shout out Ragnarok.
Shout out Ragnarok, hell yeah. So we went to go see him, but he was busy getting his tattoos and shit, and we were waiting. So like, we hit up all our homies out there. Like, yeah, come through. All right, so we kicked it with homie Sam and Tara, and then we...
Hey, what's that, Crooked U?
Crooked U Brewing, yeah.
Yeah, man, we stopped there. We had some good food, some good drinks. If you're ever in the South Bend area, it's definitely worth the stop, man.
It wasn't expensive at all.
Yeah, Prohibition-style brew pub. It's dope, and it wasn't expensive. For like food. At Hooters, by myself, I've spent more than I spent there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 beers and food, you know?
Yeah. Some good crafties, too.
Yeah, but... yeah, we got to our homegirls, Tara and Sam, shout out, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my favorite things, and I meant to even tweet that night, you know, one of the cool things about South Bend is that, for real, you know, I feel bad because I haven't talked to my girl Sam in a long time or whatever, but like, I'd come out there, we could hang out, people will invite us to their house, people will get me high, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, it's super fucking cool, like, it doesn't matter what, you know, like, you know, and they're sad to see us go. We walked into a dope situation where we got, you know, 2 of our homegirls, a fireplace, a dope-ass dog, and they were like, oh, you want it, like, you know, in the end of the fucking song on Hell's Pit where Shannon and her girl, he's like, oh, get the blood. Yeah, you know, so it's like,
all right, we'll see you.
I walk into my homegirl Tara's house, and she's like, you want to smoke a blunt? Like, of course, he's not going to, but yes.
I don't smoke, but like, the whole thing was cool, just like, hey, come through. We're just chilling, come through, hang out. Like, all right, cool, you know. Waiting on my nephew. We're seeing what we're gonna do to get into.
You guys are in town, come hang out.
Come hang out.
And that's the thing. Our boy Lemon would have done the same thing. He was out at a 20s party
with his
wife or whatever, and so he was like, "Oh man!" And when he found out, by then it was already late. And then next thing you know, time starts going by. We're chilling at a bar. You know what I'm saying? We met at a dive. We got to meet our homeboys LJ and fucking Looney.
And LJ too was like, "Hey, he's like, I would have you guys over at my house, but I had family in town, but." I mean, he left his family that he had in town at his crib
to come
kick it with us. You know what I'm saying? And then we end up at Looney's crib
for another 2 hours or so. You know what I'm saying? Another hour or so. Like, and Looney, of course, Looney's always the guy. Like, hey, come to the house. You know what I'm saying?
Come to the house. Come by. Stay here. You can sleep here.
Shit, we were there. Jigs was, you know, the driver home. He's like, oh no, you guys, hey, shit. Let him sleep on the couch. There was a nice-ass pillow on the couch already. He's like, hey, man, my daughter's not here. You can sleep in her bed. She's got a fucking full-size fucking Posturepedic and shit. Yeah. He's like, man, I'll make breakfast in the morning. My boy Looney makes some fire-ass breakfast, too. And, you know, he would have got me high. And for real, like, he was almost like I was driving because he had rolled a blunt, poured me strong drinks or whatever. And then it was like, oh, I'm rolling another joint. He's like, I'm just trying to get you fucked up so you stay back. I was like, hey, bro, that's my ride. He don't smoke. Shit. Look, he's sleeping out. He's like, shit, he only needs 20 minutes. Yeah. But it is, man, it's cool when you pop up to South Bend and just to know that, like, really,
it's all love.
We wouldn't know these dudes without psychopathic, without being juggalos. You know what I'm saying? Without this shit that, like, we're still happy to be doing here today. You know what I'm saying? Where we do the show because of that. Where it was Juggalo Day because of that.
Like I said, like, me and this nigga grew up down the street from each other. So it's like, and all the Juggalo homies you know out here, we all lived within the same fucking block.
Yeah, we were pretty lucky to live really off the same main block.
Yeah, for like everybody. Yeah. Like when we say everybody, it's like there's no exaggeration. Like he lived on the main block on Warren. Our homie JL, our homie Mo, everybody lived out that same block, and then I lived right off like the little fucking 25th and Warren, 26th and Warren. You know, everybody lived on that fucking block, and it is crazy now. Like you said, this Juggalo shit, dude. Got homies in South Bend, like you said, dude. We popped out there unannounced. Hey, we're just coming to kick it.
Yeah, and then still got
what's cracking, dude? And we seen most of our homies, and like you said, the homies were like, "Damn, you guys are out here." Oh man, the next time.
Like I actually felt bad when Lemon hit me up later out in the week. He's like, "Oh man, you know, I really miss you guys," and I do. Like dude, those guys are the shit. I fucking love those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like through all the years, like even with the we talk about it. You know, we didn't see these guys for a couple of years. And then this crew of friends of mine, we were doing we were throwing house parties, little raves and shit, and we threw this house party, and Rachel Rave, who didn't really know them, had booked them, Lemonhead and this other guy, as DJs for this event that we were doing. And here, Rachel's like, hey, they went to the wrong place. They're coming in now. Go meet them at the door. So I'm coming, and I'm in the hallway, and up comes fucking Looney and Lemon, and I'm like... And then all of a sudden hit me, I'm like, Get Lemon first. Lemon had Looney. I'm like, oh shit, bro. And then that just that re-blossomed the friendship to then where me and Looney then for that next rest of the year, me and him were going out almost every other weekend because we were raving them together. You know what I'm saying? And same with Lemon then. And then when I got back home, they were Lemon and Looney came to my house with a bottle of champagne and shit, and we're here one time and we fucking celebrated me being back home or whatever. And then we got tight with Sweets again. We had hung out with Sweets forever. So it's much love to that shit, and we wouldn't know it without the Juggalo. So on Juggalo Day, it's great to be.
And we met them through. It was in India. It was in India. Yeah, These two girls we met in India that were from
2003.
It was 02,
It was Violent J's birthday, 03.
Yeah.
Because Shangri-La dropped in 02 in November, and then we caught the tour twice.
Right.
Chicago, and then March or April. Whenever Violent J's birthday is at, we were there for Violent J's birthday.
I had his fucking snap-on tie from that show, too. It was probably somewhere in the box of my mom's crib because he jumped in the crowd. He was crowd surfing at that time. But, yeah, it was through them, and the thing is, these two people that we met them through, we don't talk to them.
I seen Keisha a few years back, and I'm like, it seems like me and Ryellen were friends on some kind of social media.
Yeah, she was on. I think she was on Facebook or something.
Yeah, a long time ago. And then I saw Keisha at one of these gatherings, bro. And Keisha used to be like, you know what I'm saying? She made all of us brothers. You know what I'm saying? But shout out, man. We've been told this Juggalo shit's touched on many lives, you know what I'm saying? We too can feel that shit deep inside, you know what I'm saying?
It has, dude. It's
yeah, dude. So today, days like today, when
you reminisce on that.
It is a holiday,
you
know, and so you should think back on Juggalo Day. If anything, think back on all your great Juggalo moments. Here, like I said, this year, this August, it'll be 20 years that I've seen ICP live. All of them have been super dope, and all the people and memories that I've met at all these shows, and now every time ICP comes to Chicago, I get to fucking have my hand in on it. You know what I'm saying? That's super dope. Then too, I haven't paid to see ICP in Chicago or the surrounding area in a minute, and I'm blessed as fuck because of that. It's I feel like I earned those Juggalo stripes, and now I'm like, I'm gonna pay this shit
chevrons on this shit,
right,
bro.
For real. I can't wait to do the video. I will be doing a video, all Jekyll Brothers out to commemorate 20 years of seeing fucking ICP this year. It's fucking crazy to think about it.
It's fucking nuts.
More than half of my life, and the things that I've done because of it, the places that I've went, and the people that I met, I wouldn't change it at all. So Juggalo Day is a real thing.
It's a fucking holiday.
It's still real to me, brother.
Whether motherfucking like it or not, and there's always has and always will be them fucking haters that talk shit about Juggalos, fucking whatever. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
We're used to it. You know what I'm saying?
We're used to it. They don't know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying?
And now it's not even cool to hate on ICP anymore.
It's not, dude.
It used to be, and now even when people hate on ICP, they're like, oh really? You're hating on ICP? Come on. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? It is. It's ridiculous. I had this dude I work with, he posted some shit oh, how Juggalos think they looking is the real hatchet man. It's oh, how they really looking is this fat fucking shoes on lace. I'm like, dude.
Hey, one thing
haters gonna hate, bro.
Always tried. Our group for the most part has always been some of the more cleaner Juggalos that I know, and I'm saying direct group. I'm saying Dub G group. I'm not even saying immediate associates even now.
Right.
I'm saying Dub G group. I think as us Warren Juggalos, we at least tried to keep looking good. You know what I'm saying? Wore fresh bandanas and crispy.
We kept the gangster.
Except for we wore 3XL tees and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we were some straight gangsters though back then. That's what motherfuckers don't understand. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all ever see me standing up, I'm a skinny little nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
we're in
3XL. And my mom's, she's like, hey, I got a box of your shirts at the crib. I'm like, they're in the basement. They're in a box. And I'm like, all right. So I went over there.
Those for patches.
I went up and I grabbed these fucking shirts and they're
dresses, bro.
I could fucking put these motherfuckers on a hang glider.
Give some to Sam Blue so she can make dresses out of them.
I probably could, dude.
And then cut out some other ones for fucking patches and shit.
I'm gonna give you the super serial killer twisted one.
Yeah,
with the Batman logo.
Hey man, by the way, check out our dope ass fucking TeamMUJ hoodies. Let me see if they can see you on there. You go ahead and show your case ears off. Oh, look at that. In the back, kind of kneel down a little bit. There you go. Look at that shit.
Right on the way. You know what I'm saying? We all got the customs.
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Cause you know, we've been really happy doing all this shit, and we plan on keep on doing it even more. The next big stop is really yet to be told. Hopefully it'll be Super Gathering 2020. I forgot you guys aren't gonna see the lost tape like in the next however many weeks or whatever. That lost tape is gonna show up in this magical playlist that's on our YouTube. But we kind of did talk about it then. The Super Gathering being that it will be in Indiana this year. There's a good chance you will see the entire TeamMUJ plus a lot of the people that we talk about frequently will be there. You know what I'm saying?
Even if I had to make it just Saturday,
2 days, you know what I'm saying?
Saturday, whatever.
We will be doing hopefully, you know, there's people that you hear stories of. Hopefully you'll, you know, get guest spots of them from the Gathering of the Juggalos. Before then, we do plan on having Adam Baker, our tech guy,
webmaster,
sit down and talk about everything with you guys, about some upcoming things that we'll be doing here on MUJ. And I hope you guys are enjoying everything that we have been trying to put out, at least over the last couple of months. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep it fresh. We want to keep it entertaining for you guys. Thank you again for checking out our Ouija Mac review for the water damage.
Yeah.
We had fun doing that.
The Ouija reviews for us is like you said, if you watch any of these web shows of us, you know, we marked the fuck out on some Ouija, but it's always dope, and it was even doper when he told us that he recognized it. You know what I'm saying? So it's
when he said he watched our first one, that was really dope. We put a little bit more time into the second one, at least for editing wise. I think that's the same thing. I think we didn't really do much more because we put all the sound into whatever, but. To us, it's really cool to sit around and talk about something, but then like that, actually people watch it, and people were pretty engaged in that one. We got a lot of comments onto it. So if you did see the water damage review, thank you for watching that shit. Like I said, it's weird. We're sitting around just talking about music, you know, something that we like, you know what I'm saying, and that people sit and watch it with us is super dope, and that people do respond to it or enjoy it at all is dope. So thank you for that.
Speaking of Ouija's, I know you seen
Juggalo
it.
Day, yeah.
And Juggalo Day.
And Juggalo Day.
I seen it.
Yeah, if you guys been watching any of the Juggalo Day shit that's been going on, because people were talking shit, man. Look, people hated a lot going into this. I actually read this girl's post, and she's like, "Oh, you know, what's up on Juggalo Day? What's the lineup? What's the theme? You know, what's the excitement?" Well, bitch, first of all, it's Juggalo Day.
It's Juggalo
That's the
Day.
excitement. Second of all, if you wanted the theme, it's either Mardi Gras or Fearless Fred Fury. Right. In the lineup, motherfucking ICP are playing. What the fuck more?
You got Psychopathic there.
Is that what everyone was pissed off about? That they didn't announce that fucking Light and that fucking Hoodoo were gonna play? Hoodoo said that he was gonna be playing.
Yeah, Hoodoo.
You know?
Dude, there's been things because on one of his IG posts, he was like, "Oh, when someone," it was like a meme or something. He's like, "Oh, when someone asked me if I'm gonna throw down that fucking Juggalo Day."
Yeah.
And it was like the dude with the face, like, you know, like.
Yeah,
like, come on, man.
Yeah,
like,
obvious.
No, I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah.
But you know what? What kind of gets me still that I'm still thinking about? I mean, I don't want to throw us off, but
go on.
where the fuck's DJ Clay?
I know, dude. He said he was taking a hiatus to work on an album.
But
he said he was gonna be at all this other shit.
He also said he's gonna be at Fuck the Fuck Off motherfucking tour, and him and Bales weren't there. And he's not at, Juggalo Day, bro.
He's not at Juggalo Day. He's not at Juggalo Day.
I digress.
Yeah, but that's something that we, because we wanted to know where the light was, and we got our answers to where was the light.
We got the light, so light came through.
We'll only be giving this whole Clay subject again just a little bit before we ask, where's DJ Clay?
Yeah.
Because right now, we're wondering it, and we've been wondering it the last couple of web shows. If you watch, we've been wondering it. But our next show, or our mid-show in March, before we do Wicked, we want to know, where's DJ Clay?
Where's DJ Clay?
Because if this is just, I'm doing this album, well, we expect something soon. DJ Clay, you're our homeboy. Let us know. Where's DJ Clay?
But back to the Juggalo Day.
Because like I tuned in for a minute. And I was like,
I got sidetracked real quick.
I was like, damn.
But anyway, yeah.
I was like, damn, what's going on? And I look and I'm like, oh shit, that's fucking Ouija and Light. And when I tuned in, they were doing that Lil Ryder song. And I think they did it at the Gathering last year. Because they had, dude, like.
The Gummo shit?
Is it but I don't know, because Ouija hypes him like the whole thing to it.
Yeah,
he even says something at the end. He's like, and he says something about, and then Ouija like answers him all around.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
him and Chunk. Oh, I seen it on Chunks.
Yeah.
Shout out DJ Chunk.
DJ Chunk the home dog.
He fucking posted IG, and I was like, oh yeah, I do want your head. I'm gonna work on this one soon. As soon as we get our fucking mystery boxes and see what's in there. But anyway, I seen the post and I was like, oh shit, it's Ouija Light and Hoodoo's on stage, but Hoodoo's
I didn't see that one yet.
Hoodoo's not really rapping on it, but it's Light and Ouija back and forth. Hoodoo's on the stage with him.
Maybe I just couldn't tell.
And then you kind of see him back off and he's recording with his phone, but Ouija and Light are killing it. Bro. And it's to that fucking Gummo beat, dude, and it's like...
See, I really couldn't tell. All I could tell was that it was them, and I could see the hypes and shit, and man, I was like, oh.
And it sounds, I don't want to say it sounds like the song, but they're doing that...
Yeah.
You know,
see, look, bro, like,
hype, dude,
we've said it multiple times here before. We are fucking huge fans of the future of the Wicked.
The future Wicked, bro.
Oh shit. Sorry, again, Elimination Chamber. Becky Lynch
is beating the shit out of Charlotte Farris with
crutches
right now.
Crutches and shit.
And Ronda Rousey's
just standing there watching and shit. Look, we're gonna get into some major shit, but anyway, I do look forward to Ouija Light real soon.
Yeah, whether it's Little Riders or just a collab album.
Yeah,
fucking dude, like that future Wicked when you kick it off and then you get this video dropped by Chunk. It's like, damn, dude, like they need to do something together, regardless of what.
I'm hoping that fucking Looney Tunes will pop off or a Lil Riders EP by The Gathering. You guys have to think that Super Gathering has to be super. It can't be like, a gathering. There's got to be projects that are going to be dropped, like special collabs that don't normally happen. So Looney Tunes is probably going to happen. Supervillain's probably going to happen.
Supervillains, isn't that in? I might be getting a little ahead of ourselves, but I kind of cheated a little bit and seen the dude unboxing. And Supervillains is one of the things in the Fred Fury booklet.
Oh shit.
Supervillains and the theme down there is talking about like scariest songs and funniest songs. That shit's all coming.
Supervillains, man. Oh, because they want to do that collab, Violent J. And that's why, that whole time they were doing those Tuesdays with the Polls, and Violent J had talked about that collab thing that he wanted to do, or compilation thing that he wanted to do. I was like, oh, that's what that is.
Yeah.
He's putting together compilations.
What do you think?
What do you think's your favorite party song? What's your favorite funniest song? What's your favorite this song or whatever?
It's gotta be.
I didn't see any of that, but that's what's up. We will. This show we really wanted to be our Fred Fury fantastic shit, right? And we're gonna get into some of that. Yeah. But we wanted to be able to have Fred Fury to show you guys. We wanted to be able to flip the pages of the book and look at these pictures that Violent J canceled the fucking E&J tour to go take or whatever. So we wanted all that, you know what I'm saying?
I won't talk about
I wanted to flip those pages. I wanted to see these. I wanted to hold this. I wanted to see the production or whatever. I wanted to read the lyrics. And since we haven't, that means that just another video will be a little bit more Fred Fury as well. Before we get to any more on Fred Fury, I do want to let you guys know again that I will be taking a little bit of time off on my shit talking. Because we will be, I got the opportunity with my boys RazoR to back them up as they open the 10th anniversary Wicked event that will be going on at the Bottom Lounge in Chicago, Illinois.
With Twisted.
March 23rd.
Actually, it's Twisted. You got Aaron Romero, Damian Quinn, and RazoR.
Yeah.
And then Twisted, dude.
So that's going to be pretty fucking fire. It's going on C2E2 weekend. You will see Twisted at C2E2. You heard it here first.
That's what we've heard. You've heard it here first.
I'm fucking leaking it right now because I'm fucking leaking that shit right now. Twisted will be at C2E2 this year in Chicago.
Don't know if they'll have their own booth yet.
They will have their own booth. They will be a featured. They will be a featured member at C2E2 this year. You're hearing it here first, Juggalos. That's right. You're hearing it here first. Bobby Blaze breaking the M&E news because that's what I do's. But we will be doing that Wicked show. I am pretty excited about it. We have an interview with RazoR that we're going to drop in right here.
Right about here.
And the last time we caught up with RazoR, you guys were pushing your fucking debut album on LSP. How's that ride been over the last year and a half? You guys have done tons of shows.
Yes.
You guys have done a lot of little press and shit, whatever. But over the last year, you guys have really grinded on this album. What are the highlights of that last year and a half pushing fucking this debut album? You know what I'm saying?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh shit. The ICP show that was sold out at the Portage Theater.
Yeah, that was hot.
I'm not gonna lie, we didn't play thousands of shows between us. You know what I mean? But that show, when I walked on stage, I was just like, holy shit. Yeah. Like, it was sold the fuck out. Oh, yeah, even Frank, even Frost, I walk past him. Usually he like, hey, bro, yeah, you can do this. Usually he like, bro, good luck, bro. For real, good luck. Oh, do good, please.
That was Great Malenko, right?
Yes.
That was the shit, dude.
Over the last 2 years on this push of the album, you guys have done Slam Fest, the Great Malenko tour. You guys have done numerous Twisted shows. But what's next right now for Razor?
Right now?
Yeah, Wicked. Right now. 10th anniversary Wicked. March 23rd. Bottom Lounge, Chicago, Illinois, our fucking hometown. Bring it to the city. It's our city. Chicago's mine, brother. Razor, bitch.
Hell yeah.
In this motherfucker.
I mean, I know you guys are still fucking writing that fucking those tracks from that fucking the release or whatever, the debut. But what's next for music wise? You know what I'm saying?
Heartless. The Heartless, the EP. It's turned to an EP. We got another project coming. It's a 3-album project. Yeah. We're gonna make our own card.
And is this like, is this gonna be on LSP?
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be a 3-album.
Yeah.
It's gonna get mad at us and be like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, he's like, you ain't even signed for 2. Who said it was signing you again?
Bro, no
do
bullshit,
an EP
bro.
because I told you I would do it.
No bullshit, bro. Next time y'all see Damian Quinn, ask him to do his Scum impression. Bro, you would die laughing.
Bro, Beast does it.
He is the best at it, though.
Yeah.
Listen to
Ask the man.
Bro, Damian had me dying, bro. Not even gonna front, bro.
Yeah.
We was trying to get Scum for a skit. I think I'm gonna just call Damian, pay him. He does it just like him.
That'd be the best one.
That would make it even better, honestly.
Yes.
Guys. That would make it
That'd
even
be
better.
funnier.
So I know you guys are really gearing up for the Wicked show, even with me included. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bobby Blaze in the building.
Any sneak peek on maybe some plans we got for that shit? Like, are we just trying to go hard as hell? You know what I'm
We just gonna go hard, bro. We gonna rock that bitch the way we know. We got Bobby backing us up. Man, we gonna rock.
We're gonna
that
kill
shit,
you
man.
all, brother. New song. It's all about the album. Kill you all.
Like, no
Heartless.
bullshit.
It's gonna be all day.
No bullshit. I'm even more confident now that we got Bobby with us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? No
Agreed. You have no idea what that does for us. And we already got big egos. Now why Bobby Blaze is jerking off?
Alonso don't cut the track on my motherfucking ass again.
No, but you have no idea what's gonna happen on March 23rd. Come out and find out.
Hell yeah. Hey, again, man, thank you guys, Razor, you know what I'm saying? I just want to do a little shoot interview we're going to drop on our weekly Wicked web show. It's dope as fuck, man. I've been fucking with Razor for... They've been showing me the most love since I landed in Chicago doing shit. Sir. I appreciate you guys. If you guys want to fucking drop on the weekly Wicked web show for all the Juggalos, it's going to drop on Carnival Spirits also, so you know what I'm saying? If you guys want to give shout outs to anybody, just fucking let us know anything before we get out of
LSP in the building. We represent the label beneath all the motherfucking label of labels. LSP, baby. Lyrical stuff.
I ain't gonna front, there's so many motherfuckers in the name, so I'm just gonna put it out there like this. The ones that know we fuck with you, we fuck with you. We ain't gotta say no names.
We gotta say about that.
We ain't gotta say no names.
No, and I can attest to that personally. You guys have looked out for me since day one. Again, man, hey, shout out to fucking Razor. This is my woman, Sin Rip. I'm gonna rock him.
Yeah.
LSP in this bitch. Hell yeah.
What's up?
In that interview, you guys have heard some of the plans that Razor plans on doing, such as working with myself closely on this awesome set for Wicked. We have about a little more than a month in between. We're going to be doing some really good shit for that. And then their newest project that will be coming out. All that information is in there as like a little bit of sneak peek. We will be sitting down with a formal interview with Razor as soon as this Heartless EP drops, and before Gorefest of this year. So we wanted to get into something, and we have very limited details for you right now. But because it is the month of fighting back, and it is the month of fearless motherfucking Fred Fury, and we're known for giving away some really dope shit here at Midwest United Juggalos. So we wanted to hit you this month, since it is February. It will be February's fantastic Fearless Fred Fury Fellowship for Free flavor. Woo!
Say that fucking 3 times fast.
That's motherfucking... I
can't even say that once without
again. That is February's fantastic Fearless Fred Fury Fellowship for Free flavor.
Fuck!
Woo!
You throw the woo hashtag at the end, you might get a little extra bonus name in the hat, you know what I'm saying?
that right there is our contest for this month, which will actually reveal the winner will be next month. Since February is a short, since it's a short month right now.
Short month, and we're already halfway through. We might take it a little bit into March.
It will go into March, but it's starting in February, and that's what we're going to call it. February's Fearless, and it's going to start next week. I'm reckoning sometime. We're going to polish the details of the week, so it still starts in February.
Fearless Fred Fury's Fellowship for Free Flavor.
Woo!
Giveaway.
So you will be this. Giveaway will require some fellowship. Means you will need to be following us here and probably somewhere else, but here is going to be the most important thing.
You subscribe here. Probably follow us at TeamMUJ on Twitter.
You got to be following us.
You got to be following us somewhere.
You got to be following us somewhere. Here's probably going to be the most important, and we're going to test that out in a standalone video, even if it's just me talking for 15 seconds. But we want to let you guys know this time it's not really secretive on the gifts. We just don't have them sitting in front of us right now. But this will be an exclusive Fred Fury fucking pack.
Exclusive.
It will feature a copy of Fearless Fred Fury on CD. Tentatively, maybe including fucking Flip the Rat as well. But for sure, our plan was to give you the one of the free copies that came from the release party, and then you'd be able to get Flip from the inside booklet. That's not the case, so what we're probably going to do is just go ahead and get you the bundle from Hatchet Gear or Psychopathic Merch.
Whatever.
Well, what? Twisted has Twisted Rarities or
M&E store, bro.
No, they have 2 stores now. They have that limited store.
Let me just text in real quick.
Oh, no, that video will never see the light of day. All right, so anyway, what we're saying, though, in this pack, you will receive a copy of Fearless Fred Fury.
Yo.
You will also just ordered today. You will receive a Fredder Fly pin plus a Fredder Fly sticker directly from Wicked Creations. I went along today and I finally put this order that I had. Is
it Wicked Dreams Creation or Wicked Creation?
Wicked Dreams Creations, is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah, it is. It's Wicked Dream Creations. I saw them post today that unfortunately they were not going to be attending tonight's show. And they put the rest of their Juggalo Day stickers and magnets online. So I went and also ordered you a Juggalo Day Mardi Gras sticker.
Dope.
With this pack, we promised things that you were only gonna be able to get at the show or at the release party or whatever, but there was nothing at the release party. We promised something like that out of a bundle, so we're gonna get you a pre-order bundle. But I wanted to get you guys something else that would just be super limited, and it will be the Juggalo Day Mardi Gras pictures.
Yeah.
So if you've seen the Mardi Gras sticker that Wicked Dreams Creation made, I ordered one of those, and then the pin that's gonna go into it. I got glow and glitter, but I think because my entire crew's hatchets, man, red already glitters, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the glitter one to glitter with that, because I'm not too big in the glitter. I'm going to go ahead and do the glitter fly for you guys also. Matt Murderous, I think I already mentioned, has the dope-ass fucking platinum chain.
Platinum chain, diamond encrusted.
That will come in a fucking dope-ass fucking silk with gold lined bag.
It's purely speculation that I heard if you rub that fucking charm, you might get hit with a crowbar upside the nug bone.
Get that 665.
Yep. But it's like 665 love tag.
It's like
you
a
know
pack.
what I'm saying?
It's like a pack. But yeah, those will be included in the pack. Plus whatever other goodies we fill in through between there, and I want to do some more Fred shit. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be tax time, and motherfuckers might feel a little better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and you guys don't gotta pay shit. You just gotta subscribe, follow. I mean,
to go ahead with how I might get online and be like, oh man, I'm not gonna pay this $5 shipping for just a $15 thing. I might as well spend this much, you know what I'm saying, to get that free shipping or whatever, and that's what we'll end up doing. We do want to throw some more Fred Fury stuff in there, but right now you are getting a pack that will include the CD and a bunch of swag. So this will be February's fantastic Fearless Fred Fellowship for Free Flavor. Holy shit, I said it without looking. Did I say it all?
You forgot Fury.
Okay, so this will be February's fantastic Fearless Fred Fury Fellowship for Free Flavor. Woo!
I don't know if that's it.
But hey, that's the shit, man.
That's a lot of fucking F's. So fuck it.
We will be giving away as long. I mean, you guys have known about our sauced up swag. That's you could expect us to be really sauced up, but it was all the Fred shit that we wanted to. Ask our homeboy Jason.
Jason Babb.
Jason Babb.
Jason Babb. We seen him again, dude.
We hooked him up with a ticket to fuck off, motherfucker 2 weeks ago. And or whatever it was,
2 or 3 weeks ago, and he got the dope ass charm.
And we hooked him up a fucking fuck off Shaggy 2 Dope charm. So we'd be busting out these platinum charms and ask him in the bag that it came in. That was Chinese silk with fucking Puerto Rican gold in it. So
you don't get that many crossovers like that.
You don't. That's some slobby bobby crossover shit right there. We didn't really talk about that fuck off motherfucker tour because you guys have seen we went hard on social media for that. There was
we did talk about, didn't we?
No, we only talked about Indianapolis.
Oh yeah.
Me and Matt did a web show that's about 40 minutes that will be dropped in a special folder here on MUJ here in a couple of days. It's just so much shit has happened since then. But in that we kind of talked about it, and in the thing I forgot to mention Jason about the whole ticket giveaway thing, but we did give away a ticket to the fuck off motherfucker tour in Joliet, and shout out to homeboy, he came and showed us love at Fearless Fred Fury. We appreciate that shit.
Fuck yeah.
That was super dope. I lost track of what I was saying.
Yeah, I don't know. That fuck off motherfucker tour.
Oh, that shit was dope as fuck. We need to have Jiggy Fresh give me that fucking video of the whole Ouija Mac thing. Yeah, you gotta give it to me today to drop into here.
I got it.
So you have to airdrop it to me right after this.
We're habitual.
And I'm gonna drop it in right here because we had talked about it.
Habitual Gary.
Yeah, that shit was...
I got blessed by Ouija Mac.
If you guys remember when we talked about our the spot in Indianapolis, Jiggy Fresh had basically interrupted Ouija Mac's set by yelling, Majesty!
He played it
several times. Damn, what the hell's going on? So he talked to called Jiggy Fresh out then, but still played it, and now he does do it in the set regularly. But Jiggy Fresh called him out that night, and he responded, and you guys have seen the video how he responded.
He's like, Majesty! Let's get it!
You fuck.
Yeah! Hey, we got you in it! Oh yeah!
Who said that?
Right here! Hey, we got you in Indy too, homie! We got you in Indy!
Baptized. Why don't you come?
Do it! Yeah!
Everybody make some noise for Gary! Somebody stand up. That's him! This guy's a repeat offender. I feel like he's been at Gary before.
Hey, Indy!
This is a repeated Gary, a habitual Gary.
Yes,
he's fucking dangerous.
Habitual Gary!
Hide everything you care about from the habitual Gary.
Let's do that shit! Majesty!
But man, his family, so make some noise for him.
Because you killed it, baby! Woo-woo!
Like I said, we don't get to choose them. We just gotta embrace them.
Yeah! Hey, I got dealt with them all these years. You know them now,
you know what I'm saying? That's real shit.
Hell yeah, baby!
Now, on the count of three, because you guys are lit as fuck, I'm not just gonna hoe you and do Majesty right now.
Shit.
On the count of three, you're gonna scream as loud as you can the song you want to hear.
And that shit was dope as fuck. Shout out to the whole fucking team. Queegis team. Fucking Derek Relish Brand.
Fucking DJ Chunk. Fucking Ouija, the fucking Ouija's himself.
Hell yeah, that's Gutter Gang.
That
Gutter
Gang's
all day,
love, dude.
They've been showing us mad love, and we're dope diehard fans of fucking Ouija Mac right now. So
no getting around it.
Yeah, there's no getting around that. So we appreciate any of that love. We did our review right after that, before that show, right?
Was it right after? I don't know.
It was something.
It was close to,
or
before or after.
We just didn't have it out yet. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
But you guys go check that shit out, man. And in that we just keep elaborating on the love that we have for Ouija Mac and the whole team that is fucking repping Ouija Mac. Over the next couple of weeks, we plan on doing an unboxing for a Lazy and Crazy set here. Jiggy Fresh and I ordered the mystery boxes, and they have labels prepared for them.
But have not been shipped.
So
Lazy and Crazy's email said it has been shipped, but the tracking number says the fucking label's still sitting.
Yeah, it was like a pre-shipment package.
Yeah. So it's all good though.
Yeah.
Like we understand as one man, he says when you order this shit, hey, I'm only one man.
Well, we just know we're not getting them anytime too soon because I'm pretty sure he's in New Orleans right now.
Yeah.
But when we do get that, it's going to be hard if we can't film together to not open the motherfucker, but we're going to sit down, set up the cameras, and we're going to go ahead and do an unboxing to let you guys know.
It is going to be hard, but we're going to,
we're going to do it, no problem.
We're going to do it somewhere.
But yeah, man, with that being said, we'll have some more information on February's fantastic Fearless Fred Fury Fellowship for Free Flavor, dropping real soon. Honestly, we're going to, like, as soon as this stuff gets here, I'm going to make a fucking quick 15-minute video, and then we'll just put it out with all the rules and stuff. So over the next 2 weeks, before the month ends, you guys will have the information for it. But until then, for Matt Murderous... I'm Bobby Blaze.
Jiggy Fresh.
We're fucking Team MUJ. Much motherfucking love. We'll see you next time. Poop, poop.